Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so for this video, it's just a simple haul video of my pickups that I've gotten in the last couple of weeks. I haven't actually done one of these videos in a long time. And not only that, but I'm going to take this opportunity now to show off some subscriber mail that I got a couple of weeks ago. Again, massive apologies that it's taken me this long to get around to doing a video to show off these. But yes, it's two subscriber mails, one from Cody over in H&S Collectibles, and another from Karoshiri Ichi, or Ichi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going to say Karo from now on because I don't want to have to say that name again because I know I will absolutely butcher it. Just want to give you a quick heads up as well. If you do hear a bit of a humming in the background, I do have a fan on. It's an incredibly warm day today, so if you see a bit of redness in my face and a bit of sweat, apologies, it cannot be helped. So I'm going to try and get through this video before I literally die in front of you. Actually, it might be a good time to actually get this in now. Right, so the first Blu-ray I'm going to show off is a recommendation from a subscriber. His name is Connor Gray, and he let me know about this movie, and I'm so happy that he did. So we've got Ghost Story, and this is a second sight edition as well. It's actually a beautiful release, and the picture quality is quite amazing on it as well. So I love my good old traditional ghost stories, and I have to admit, this one ticked all the boxes. Fred Astaire is actually in this movie as well, and it's a kind of a real old cast in this as well. And yeah, like I said, it's just a good old traditional ghost story where, you know, them kind of movies where your past comes back to haunt you kind of movies. And yeah, some absolutely some chilling scenes in this movie, it has to be said. Some quite good scares that really kind of got me. One in particular, I'm not going to say anything, but I think you'll know the scene whenever you do get around to watching this movie, or if you have seen the movie. But yeah, again, a great recommendation, Connor, and thanks so much for that. Really did enjoy it. So that is the first pickup, Ghost Story. Right, on to some crap. I'm still carrying on with my quest to find a good Halloween movie. I came across this heap of shit. Candy Corn. This film stars Courtney Gaines, and this movie is produced by Courtney Gaines, and only Courtney Gaines would produce a movie and have himself star in it as well. It's a real run-of-the-mill, cheap horror movie. It's about this group of people. They kill this person outside a carnival, I think it is, or a circus. I don't know what it was. I can't remember. That's how little I care about it. But they kill this gentleman outside this. Yeah, I think it's a carnival. And this fella that actually runs the carnival brings this person back to life. And of course, he hunts down the people that actually killed them. This movie is so unbelievably cheap. You will not believe it. It looks like a real amateur director behind it, and the acting is absolutely shocking. So yeah, stay away from this one. Candy Corn, absolute waste. And I wouldn't mind, but Tony Todd, his name is actually on the box here, and I don't think he had a speaking. I think, did he? He might have had around 3 or 4 words in this movie. He barely spoke in it, and PJ Souls as well is in it. But shocking movie, really is, so don't waste your time. Right, up next, and this was a real treat, this movie, is Freaky. So if you're not aware of this movie, think of Freaky Friday, you know, this body swapping kind of movies, and this is what you get with Freaky, but it's done in a kind of traditional kind of horror movie, called comedy horror, should I say, where Vince Vaughn is the serial killer, this girl is an innocent victim, and the two of them swap bodies. And I have to tell you, when you see Vince Vaughn trying to play like a 17-year-old girl, it is something quite brilliant to watch. He is fantastic. I'm a big fan of Vince Vaughn, and I really did love him in this. And the girl as well. The girl, when she changes over to the kind of like the psychopath role, I thought she did a real great job in it. You kind of get this TX vibe from her, you know, the TX from T3. You kind of get that vibe from her in this movie, and I thought she did such a wonderful job in it. But Vince Vaughn in particular was quite amazing, and some of the deaths in this movie as well are quite brutal. So if you do love your kind of typical kind of comedy horror movies, I think you really will get a kick out of Freaky, and great to finally get that. It's actually very hard to get over here. I had to go get this on Amazon Germany. It never came out over here. Right, up next, I've got 2 TV series. Yes, this is going to be a first for me. And this was absolutely great to get these. And again, 2 series that you can't get over here. I had to get these on Amazon France, I think it was. So we've got the first 2 seasons of Creepshow. Now, as you can see, the first season came with a slipcover, the second one didn't. Bit of a shame that, but then having said that, I could just remove the slipcover, and the 2 of them actually pair up quite beautifully. So I've only just started these, so I'm still on the first season. And the stories are a bit hit and miss. They're definitely nothing near as good as the original Creepshow movies, but there is some great stories in this, and there's one in particular that sticks out so far, and it's to do with a young girl, and she has a dollhouse in her bedroom, and the dollhouse is haunted. Now, I'm not going to say anything more about it, but it's a very creative idea for a horror story, and I think it could make a good a good movie if they ever decide to do it. But that is, so far what I've seen, that is the one that's kind of that's the one that's leading the pack at the moment when it comes to stories. There is 1 or 2 poor stories. There was one story I seen in it called Halloween. So anyone that knows me, you know I love my Halloween themed movies. And I was really excited when I seen the name of this movie come up, and it was such a run-of-the-mill, just a terrible, terrible kind of predictable plot. I'm not going to get into it because, again, I'm not going to ruin anything for anyone. But yeah, I think it's almost 50-50 with the stories I've seen so far. Some great stories. The first story, Grey Matter, I thought was quite good. But it is kind of, it's a real hit and miss TV show. I think I'm nearly done with the first season, and I'm looking forward to getting onto the second one. And I kind of hope they just throw a little bit more money to it, just give us a bit more budget to it, because I think it could be quite brilliant. And I've been hearing positive things about season 2, so definitely looking forward to checking that out. So yeah, that is 2 pickups, Creepshow season 1 and 2. Great to get them on Amazon France, and I think both of them are going for around €18 each, and I think season 3 is coming out in November, maybe October, November, something like that. So we'll definitely picking that up. Right, so on to my subscriber mail that I got, and this is actually, I'm going to start with Coro's subscriber mail. So there, it was weeks and weeks ago, I was on a stream. I was over on Peach, Play Nintendo Guy, on his stream, and on that stream I mentioned that I didn't own a single Criterion release. And it's just one of those things that there hasn't been that many movies out there from Criterion that kind of appeal to me. But like, nothing against the label itself. I heard that they do incredible work. I know they can be expensive, but I heard that when you look at the work that they do on these releases, apparently it's well worth the money. So when I said that in the stream, Coro, of course, being Coro, sent me over not 1 but 2 Criterion releases. Now, I have watched one of them, haven't got around to watch the second one yet. So the 2 that he sent me was Cat People, which I still haven't seen yet, and very interested to see what this is going to be like, especially after seeing this one, which is Carnival of Souls. And what a movie this was. It's very unsettling. It's beautifully shot, even though it's clearly a B movie. It has a B movie cast, but it's so expertly shot, it has to be said. I honestly thought it was remarkable, and the music, the score of this movie is something that John Carpenter would have been proud of. It's just so unbelievably eerie, and it just carries the movie so well. I just really enjoyed this movie, and fair play to Coro, because it would have been so easy for him to send me 2 movies that, it's 2 movies that he liked, and he just sent them to me. He obviously went for 2 movies that he thought that I might like. He has an idea of what my tastes are when it comes to movies, and he must have done his homework, because this is fantastic. And I'm not kidding you, folks. The picture quality on this Blu-ray is one of the finest looking picture qualities I've ever seen on a Blu-ray release. You will not believe what you're looking at. So a huge thank you for this, Coro, and I cannot wait to see Cat People. If it's anything like Carnival of Souls, I know I'm going to be in for a treat, so thank you so much for that. But before I just go off Coro, there is another thing that he done, and this is how nice this gentleman is. He wanted to send them 2 movies to me, and he knows about my fiancée Ellen, and he couldn't send them and not send Ellen some. So check this out. He sent this to Ellen, and it is Pennywise figure. And look at that. I just think that is quite amazing. And Ellen's kind of like me, Caro. She will not take anything out of the box. And as you can see, it displays so well. So thank you so much for that, Caro. And Ellen was really... She was ecstatic with that. She really, really was. And I'm sure she has... I'm sure she's texted you to let you know. So thank you so much again, Caro. That was absolutely amazing. Right, so on to my last subscriber mail. And this is, like I said, from Cody over in H&S Collectibles. Now, I just want to give a little backstory to this subscriber mail. But as you know, Cody done a competition there a while back. It was his road to 1,000 subscribers. And I done my entry into it. And I have to admit, my entry, and because of you, my subscribers, you did help Cody get over that 1,000 mark. It was such an incredible response that video got. And Cody was absolutely ecstatic about it. So when Cody announced the prizes that he was doing in this contest, the second prize that he was giving away 3 prizes. One was one of his 3D printed stands. The second prize was 2 steelbooks. It was Slumber Party Massacre and My Bloody Valentine. And then the first prize was going to be, it was a Funko Pop of They Live. And there was something else, I can't remember what it was. Now, I remember texting Cody and going, I'm very conflicted with your contest, because I desperately wanted to get the 2 steelbooks that he was giving away in the second prize. But my fiance Ellen is big into Funko Pops, and she's been trying to get the They Live Funko Pop for a while now. Very hard to get it over here. So yes, I was a bit conflicted. So when the contest happened, of course I didn't get into the top 3. Look, it happens. But Cody being Cody, and the amazing man that he is, he contacted me the next day and he says, you know what, I went out and I bought another one of them Funko Pops, and he also got one of the Steelbooks as well for me, and he sent them out to me. Isn't that just absolutely incredible? So I'm just going to quickly show you the Funko Pop, and check this out. So it's one of the aliens from They Live, and Ellen desperately wanted this. Again, it was one of those Funko Pops she can't get it on Amazon UK, and you just can't get it over here. So Ellen was over the moon with this Funko Pop. She couldn't believe it, Cody. And again, I'm sure she texted you to let you know, but that really meant a lot to Ellen. You have no idea how much that meant to her. And this now was monstrous for me. He sent me My Bloody Valentine, and it's in this absolutely beautiful looking steelbook. Now, the reason why this is such a big deal to me is, believe it or not, I am a big fan of this movie. But this is the first time ever I've owned this on physical media. I didn't own it on VHS, DVD. This is the first time. And it's one of the movies, it was just very hard to get over here. It never got a traditional release over in Ireland. And when Cody sent this to me, I was blown away. I cannot believe I'm actually holding My Bloody Valentine in my hands. And not just holding it, but holding a steelbook of it as well. Imagine that. You never owned the movie ever on physical media, and now I have it, and it's a steelbook. It's incredible. So thank you so much for that, Cody. I really, really do appreciate it. And again, you have no idea how much this means to me. So what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to leave Cody's link in the description below. Please do go over and check his channel out. He's such a nice guy. He really is. And if you're big into your movies, your kind of figures of vinyl, he is definitely the channel to check out. And what I'm going to do as well is with Caro, I'm going to leave his Instagram page in the description below, and please do go over to Caro and give him a shout out and say hello. So that is everything, folks. That is everything. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you could do, leave a comment down below, and please do share your thoughts on some of these items that I got. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.